Cowboys Nation, listen up, because what we're about to tell you could change the game for the entire NFC East. There's a new name walking through the doors at AT&T Stadium. A name that comes with baggage, yes, but also with jaw-dropping potential. That name, George Pickins. Now before you roll your eyes and say drama, hear us out, because this isn't just another depth move. This could be the spark that flips the Cowboys' entire offense into overdrive. George Pickins, once a lightning rod in Pittsburgh, is now rocking the blue and silver, and the NFL has officially taken notice. Analysts, insiders, even division rivals are whispering the same thing. If George locks in, Dallas just got a weapon that defenses cannot handle. A receiver who doesn't just run routes, he bends physics. Contested catch, he makes it look casual. Mid-air adjustment, like ballet with cleats. The man is a walking highlight reel, and now he's catching balls from Dak Prescott. Let that sink in for a second. This isn't a desperation grab. This is strategy. This is Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy saying, if we're going for it, we're going all in. Pickens comes with fire, maybe too much at times, sure, but you know what that tells us? He wants it. He's hungry. He's frustrated when the offense sputters. He wants the ball when it matters, and now he's in a system that might finally know how to feed him. Because unlike Pittsburgh, where the quarterback play was shaky and the scheme slower than a Sunday drive, Dallas has Dak Prescott. And Dak, he's back, healthy, focused, motivated. Add to that CeeDee Lamb, already one of the most dangerous wideouts in the game. And now you've got a one-two punch that'll give defensive coordinators sleepless nights. And don't just take our word for it. Here's what Jeremy Fowler said live on SportsCenter. This George Pickens trade has the league's full attention. People I've talked to inside the NFC East believe he can tilt the field for Dallas. He gives them a whole new dimension, Let that line breathe. We're talking about a receiver who's still just scratching the surface of what he can do. He's battled immaturity, yes, but most of that stemmed from wanting more, wanting urgency, wanting to win. That's not a flaw. That's a fire. And now, that fire is burning in Texas. The timing couldn't be better. The NFC East, it's a war zone. The Eagles look dangerous. The Commanders are getting nasty under new leadership. And the Giants, they've got nothing to lose. If you're not loaded in this division, you're left behind. That's why Dallas didn't just tinker this offseason. They attacked. They added muscle in the run game. They fortified the line. And then they went for it, bringing in a receiver who could either implode or explode. That's the risk. And the reward, potentially massive. Imagine the playbook now. You've got CeeDee lining up wide, Pickens opposite, safeties pulled apart like taffy. You load the box. Dak goes over the top. You drop back. Najee or Sanders run it up the gut. Choose your poison. Because with Pickens in the mix, the spacing changes, the rhythm opens. And Dak has a new kind of freedom, the kind that leads to 30 points a game. And don't forget, Pickens isn't coming to Dallas alone. He's stepping into a receiver room built to win, veteran mentors, coaches who demand discipline, a quarterback who thrives when trusted. This isn't a rehab stop. It's a launch pad. If Pickens keeps his head down and his hands up, this could be his moment. But if he doesn't, then it's on him. The opportunity, it's real. The support system, it's there. The fans, there, watching. And believe this, Cowboys Nation will embrace him if he shows he's about the team, the grind, and the goal. Because deep down, every real fan knows we've been missing that spark, that unpredictability, that game-breaking X factor. CeeDee is elite, no doubt. But imagine giving him space. Imagine teams no longer doubling him every snap. That's what Pickens can provide, and it doesn't stop there. This move, it sends a message to the fans, to the league, to the locker room. The Dallas Cowboys aren't here to play it safe in 2025. They're here to take what they believe is theirs. And George Pickens, wild card or not, might just be the guy who helps them do it. So now, it's your turn, Cowboys Nation. Do you believe Pickens will rise and become the spark this offense needs? Do you think this gamble will pay off, or are the Cowboys playing with fire? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell us what you see coming, and of course, like the video, subscribe to Report Cowboys, and smash the bell, because around here, every whisper, every rumor, and every bombshell starts right here with us. Stay tuned. The second half of this story is just heating up. And if the Pickens story had Cowboys fans fired up, then what came next poured fuel on the fire. Not on the field, but off it. A video went viral, a moment that was supposed to be lighthearted, even funny, but to Cowboys Nation, it stung. Tight end Jake Ferguson, the same breakout star we cheered in 2023, was caught on TikTok awkwardly shaking hands with none other than George Kittle. Yes, for Niners George Kittle, the guy who's been haunting Dallas fans since the playoffs. It was a joke, sure, just some couples having fun. Ferguson and his fiancée Haley Cavender, a well-known influencer, were out with Kittle and his wife Claire, and the women, laughing, forced both tight ends to shake hands. But the look on Ferguson's face, pure pain. And fans felt that to because while the NFL is business for the players, it's blood for us. Kittle didn't just beat the Cowboys, he embarrassed us. He danced in the enjoni, flexed on our defense, and walked out grinning while our playoff hopes died on the turf. Seeing Ferguson, one of our own, dapping up that dude, it was like watching your brother high-five the guy who broke your jaw last season. But maybe that's exactly what this locker room needs. Maybe this new Cowboys team isn't about holding grudges. Maybe it's about facing demons head-on. Jake Ferguson's not afraid of George Kittle. He's training to beat him. And when those two meet again, it won't be handshakes. It'll be headshots across the middle. Because the truth is, this team is already different. You can feel it, the fire, the edge. And no one's carrying more of that than the man who's been waiting a full year to explode. Sam Williams. The young edge rusher missed all of last season. Injury sidelined what should have been his breakout year, while Parsons was wreaking havoc. Sam watched, frustrated, hungry, silent, but not anymore. On a recent podcast with Law Nation, Williams didn't just talk. He warned the league, greater than all that new coach, knew that it doesn't matter. I'm fixing to go kill some sh*t, he said. End of the story. Somebody gonna feel me, bro. Let that settle in. This isn't a guy hoping to compete. This is a guy coming for blood. In 2023, Williams showed flashes to 4.5 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, explosiveness, raw aggression, the kind of speed off the edge that offensive tackles hate to see. Now, he's back stronger, smarter, and he's not asking for a role. He's taking it. But this defensive room isn't empty. It's stacked. Micah Parsons, the soul of the unit. Dante Fowler, still explosive. Marshawn Nealon, Peyton Turner, rookie Donovan Ezerwaku. It's a war zone in the depth chart. But Sam Williams isn't scared. In fact, he loves it. It's not going to do anything but make the team better. He said, I got to give them a reason to always keep me on the field. That's the kind of attitude that turns rotation guys into nightmares for quarterbacks. And let's be honest, we need this. Because as dangerous as the Cowboys' defense looked on paper last year, the truth is, we weren't complete. The run defense cracked. The interior folded. Too often, opposing offenses punched us in the mouth when it mattered most. Now, Williams returns to the edge. Parsons remains the apex predator. And if Mozzie Smith finally levels up, if Eberflus unlocks the chaos we've been promised, this defense doesn't just survive, it hunts. So what does all this mean? It means the Cowboys aren't coming quietly in 2025. The offense is gearing up with weapons like George Pickens. The defense is stacking, edge rushers like firewood, and the locker room, it's shifting. No more smiles for cameras. No more friend zone with rivals. Jake Ferguson might be laughing in a TikTok, but when that helmet's on, it's war. And Sam Williams, he's already suited up mentally. Cowboys fans, you've been patient. You've watched the promise. You've lived the pain. But this year, it's different. You've got a hungry receiver with a chip on his shoulder, a pass rusher who's been held back too long, a tight end stepping into elite territory, and a team full of unfinished business. The NFC East has no idea what's coming, but they're about to. Now it's your turn. Drop your comments below. Was Jake Ferguson's handshake just fun or disrespectful? Do you believe Sam Williams will become the breakout monster we've been waiting for? Hit like, smash that subscribe button, and turn on the bell, because here at Report Cowboys, we don't just follow the news, we live it.